Oh, I love the song. Yeah, GSL. One Pump, man. That game was sick.
That was.
I almost cursed on TV.
That was a great game, and I think this one is going to be no different. It's Killer against Virus, and I'm actually watching the chat, and Killer is teasing Virus about the 1-1-1 build. Will we see that here? I don't know. Maybe.
We could. I mean, I don't think it's as strong on this map. They're pretty far apart, but
that is for certain. I think that's why he was saying, he was like, please use it on me or something. Like, yeah.
How you feeling, Artosis?
I'm feeling really good.
Feeling loopy? I woke up after that last game.
I definitely need to rest tonight.
Yeah.
I won't be out too late tonight, so.
I imagine you sleeping in a coffin.
Yeah, I sleep in a coffin.
I could see that.
Yeah.
You know? You could pass.
Yeah.
Not just any coffin, like a
and I have
coffin.
A little tiny coffin next to my coffin. I put my little puppy in.
Oh,
but some
so
nights
cute.
I let her sleep in my coffin with me.
It's a little puppy-shaped coffin.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see which nerd is going to go to the coffin now, Artosis. Our two victors, Killer and Virus.
Well, Daybreak, such a long map. Odds of a rush, very low.
Odds of a long game, very high.
True that. Definitely a map that Protoss and Zergs like against Terran a lot more than a lot of other maps. The further you are from a Terran, the safer it is for you, like we saw in that last map. So Killer, very good at big map PBTs.
Big map.
I'm losing my voice. I'm really
You remember when you were in 7th
today.
grade? They had to do roll call the first day, you know? So be like, Mr. Smith, he was like, here. He'd be like, Mrs. Q, she's like, here. And then they'd be like, Mr. Plot would be like, here. And I'm like, oh, no, puberty.
Nope, never happened.
Now that girl.
Mine just started last year.
Now that girl that I think I'm going to marry in 7th grade won't find me attractive. Look at those killer eyes.
She'll think that I haven't gone through puberty. And it's like, well, you haven't, and neither has anyone else.
But no, girls go through puberty before men.
Well, I meant for guys, obviously.
Oh, okay.
And in 7th grade, I think a lot of them are still going through it, Tasis.
Somebody who has completed puberty in the bottom left. So you could tell because his voice is deeper.
Yeah, that's a pretty deep voice right there.
That is a sexy voice. That's what he sounds like when he talks, too.
Not as sexy as your voice.
Stop.
No.
In the upper right, we have... Virus. See, he's also hit puberty.
Yep. There he is.
I dig that hair.
Yeah, he's got nice hair.
Is it all colored like that? It looks like the sideburns are not. That might just be a shadow.
Like it's a fade or something like that, whatever you call that.
I don't know if I could pull off faded hair. I have to have solid color. I dye my hair.
Well, Killer scouted nice and quickly on this map. I love to watch people scout quickly. It always makes me happy. And it looks like our Terran player Virus.
Yeah! Forever Bronze. Those guys still want to be best friends with us, Artosis. Canada does it better.
What does it do better?
At being America's hat. I'm kidding, Canadians. Actually, Canadians don't even care when you make fun of them. That's what I love about them.
Oh,
look at this.
Blocks where the command center would go. Now, Killer scouted really quickly and blocked that off, but more so he knows exactly what's going on. I love Protoss' that actually scout really quickly.
Oh, that was so good he canceled that. Look at Killer's out of control.
Yeah, he's killing people, man.
Next time we get a shot of him, there might be rabies coming out of his mouth.
And in the meantime, he's taken his probes off gas to get a quicker Nexus himself, knowing that he's going to be safe 100% because he scouted quickly. Folks, scout early and scout often, and you can be cool like Killer.
He stopped mining gas, so I guess his game plan here is to just go for a quick Nexus.
Yep, for sure. It's a response, of course. And that Nexus will be going down. Then, of course, he will start up his gas again after throwing down a core. And then we'll get into a pretty normal game from there, most likely. His probe is still alive over in Virus's base. And, Virus cannot like that.
He's not
Killer's going to actually see, hey, are you getting gas? Are you getting another racks? All he's showing is 2 racks right now. Nice
going for this SCV here.
Yeah, man.
Looks like it will finish, though. The command center will finish.
That's all right, though. If Killer ever does any harassment, that SC is going to die quicker than the other stasis.
Next is halfway complete. No second gas here for the Protoss.
One gas for Virus, rather. And I'm wondering how Killer's going to go about this.
All right, Artosis, question time.
Yeah.
Is Wonder Woman hot?
No.
No, that's correct. She's not hot. I don't know what it is. I have nothing against brunettes. Brunettes are fine.
Yeah, no. She's just not.
The whole world just nodded their head at what I said.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman, just there's something not sexual about it.
I think she reminds us all of our moms or something.
And we all have mommy issues.
That's
all right,
it.
what about Aeon Flux? Is she hot?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's kind of in that weird way.
From what I can remember.
What you can remember?
Yeah. Well.
But Aeon Flux would be a terrible girlfriend.
Yeah.
She would be a terrible girlfriend.
Yeah, I think you're right.
You'd be like dating the craziest
Well,
bitch.
listen, actually, she wasn't that bad. I have to.
She wasn't a bad girlfriend?
No, she was all right. You know, she wasn't the most thoughtful girlfriend I've ever had, Aeon Flux, but, you know.
I didn't know you dated Aeon Flux.
I did. Aeon Flux and I were kind of serious for a little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I could see you with Aeon Flux, man.
Of course you could.
I need fan art right now. Artos with Aeon Flux. Artos is there in his blazer, and Aeon Flux is in one of those crazy flexible positions. Licking the side of his forehead or something. All right, 2 more gases here for the Protoss.
I think we are going to see a DT rush here, Tasteless, and
Looks
I
like
like
it.
that a lot. There you go. DT rush by Killer.
And you know what I love about this, Artosis? Is
What
that
do you
it's
love?
such a big map that DTs
Yes.
make perfect sense.
So you stole what I was going to say. I'm just going to
did.
be quiet for 5 minutes now.
I'm a Protoss. I actually use ESP, so I just thought your thought. I took it.
Wow. That's thieving. You're a bad guy.
Now here's a question. Here's a really interesting question.
Okay.
So Protoss communicate to each other with their minds.
Yeah.
Does that mean that certain people with certain thought processes have different thought dialects?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I would think so. There's probably a range on how far away you can talk to people with your mind, you know? I know
Yeah.
there has to be. So, yeah, of course there's going to be different dialects.
Yeah.
That only makes sense. Don't be dumb, Tasteless, of course.
You get into my thoughts. You hear I speak with an Indian accent.
Oh! Cancels.
Oh, whoa.
Cancels. Ooh. That's interesting. Okay, yeah. He actually scanned the Dark Shrine. So Killer cancels right thereafter. Now, even though he scanned it, I would have let that finish. Because you were just mentioning, Tasteless, that this map is so long. No way is Terran going to be able to deal with DTs easily here. I think DTs is a great tech
I
move.
wouldn't have canceled either.
And after such a quick expand, he's going to be so far away from the Raven. You know, he's so far away from the Raven. And you know what? Let's just be honest about it. Terrans don't make Ravens against Protoss. They don't do it. They're like, no, I have scans. I'm like, well, you realize that that's worth
a mule.
Yeah, like how many scans am I going to make you make? Like, come on, guys. But, you know, he chooses to switch his tech route, which is fine. Going double forge immediately and getting some observers out. Looks like he's going for Colossus. The Colossus 6-gate. That is something that Killer, in one form or another, has been doing for a very long time in this matchup.
He's going to clean up his own destructible rocks out here. Get a little bit more circulation outside the front of his base. And I don't know. We'll have to see how this game turns out because I feel like no matter what, even if he wasn't going to cancel, I think he should have at least let it finish and made 2 forges and just not use DTs. If you want to go that way, you will have to get a Dark Shrine no matter what eventually on this map.
Yeah.
It's a huge map.
Well, I think, you know, Dark Shrine, I know, is just, it's one of the greatest techs to have against Terran. It's just, it's hard to get to because it's so expensive. And he was almost there already. I don't like to throw away a Dark Shrine ever, basically. You know, it's perfect drop protection. It's perfect scouting. It's perfect harassment.
Yeah.
You know, you keep it at expansions that Terran isn't near but might take. There's just so many great things you can
And
do.
you know,
with
Dark
it.
Templars were capes, and that's just cool.
Some of them even have sides.
Yeah, there's
And-
actually 2 kinds of DTs, guys.
I mean, if we're going to talk about Gundam Wing for just 1 second, man.
Go ahead, please.
That Scythe, coolest Gundam? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's cool Gundam. Duo, not necessarily my favorite Gundam pilot. Well, actually, I'm not going to... I don't know who it was.
I was
It
not a
definitely
Gundam
wasn't
guy.
Troa. You know, what was his name, like Quattro or something? He was kind of wimpy. I guess it might have been Duo, actually. There I go. I just tricked myself.
For me, it was all about the Power Rangers Ro32.
Oh my god. I was just too old when they came out to him.
Yeah, actually, same. In the series, I was just too old.
I looked at it, I'm like, oh, I would have really liked this last year, I think.
Yeah.
Or the year before, you know?
I'm like, somehow I'm too cool for this.
Well, we have
grade.
a huge force coming over. Definitely is going to force
denied.
a cancel, I would say. Ooh. Those were actually really good force fields for what he wanted to do. He pushed a big chunk of the army away from the Nexus. I really liked those force fields, actually.
Yeah, he didn't try to split up the army. He said, no, just back off.
By the way, Killer is getting his Dark Shrine now for all those reasons we stated above. And
here we go.
Uh-oh, we don't have charge, and oh, this is actually kind of interesting the way he's forcing on these.
I think the Terran is going to win this, man. Actually, you know what? Maybe not.
2 Colossi, pretty good. 1 does go down. Not a lot of force shields left, but
2 more Vikings coming in here.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit tricky, but with the extra Zal Orphan, looks like he will save this. And, in fact, kills the Vikings. Ooh.
Nice.
You know, he is down in supply. The third base already up for Virus. But Killer's looking pretty good. I mean, he's definitely not dead. Not by any means. He's already got 1-1. He's got 2-2 on the way. He's got DT Tech. The DT Tech is going to be very worthwhile as his opponent only has 1 scan saved. Another one almost there.
All right, DTs. Is he not going to repair that turret?
No, he's just going to.
Oh, now he is. Okay.
Okay, there you go. In the meantime, we do have another attack on this base. And those Colossi plus force fields doing a great job of holding off right now. Picking off a lot of Vikings. You know, he keeps losing these Vikings. He's got to be very careful about that. And the Colossi, the only thing keeping this Nexus alive right now. Beautiful play by Killer.
He needs to micro that Colossi back. Nice. Unfortunately, sentries are in the front here, taking some of the damage. Damn, look at this nerd.
Killer has
take this Terran out.
You know, he did a good job last season getting the round of 16, but he's so much better than he was last season. Just to let you guys know, like, I was so happy for him to make it far last season, but he's, like, actually twice as good right now.
I know.
It's
really
actually
impressed.
True, which is great to see. Now, 128 supply to 105. Still Killer at the deficit. But of course, he does have DTs out. You know, one thing that you really want to do as a Protoss in situations like this, have a DT with your army.
Yeah, they might not even notice that.
Expo. Yeah, it deals so much damage. It like almost negates healing.
We have another push coming out here. He is killing up the reinforcements. He's got to be careful. He can actually snipe the Nexus if the Protoss isn't careful.
Yeah.
Here we go.
But those Colossi dealing a ton of damage.
And the Stalkers are shooting down the Vikings. Beautiful.
Exactly, Tasteless. Could not have said beautiful better myself. I do want to see him have 1 DT in this army, though. I mean, he has plenty of money. And beautifully done with the DT in the center of the map.
You know, Virus does have a supply lead, but I feel like Killer is in a way winning this.
Well, you know what? I mean, he doesn't have enough scans, really. And he's wanting to drop mules. Everything's actually looking really good. You're very right. He has the supply lead, but I don't like some of the things about how he's playing here are a little bit shady. You know, he keeps losing Vikings. You want to get those Vikings up to such a count that you can really quickly punish a Colossus that's even slightly out of position. As far as upgrades go, Killer has 3-3 on the way. We have a 2-1 for Virus with 3-2 on the way.
Note there are 2 starports here for the Terran, 1 with the reactor, so 3 Vikings at a time incrementing out.
The macro virus really has improved since last season. I have to say.
These guys are both rapidly improving.
Yeah, he's really keeping on top of his production. I keep on going back to his barracks, and he's doing a good job of not overqueuing, of keeping everything going, keeping his supply under wraps. He's actually that's what happened last game as well. You know, he really macroed very well, had a ton of units out constantly in his TVT. So Virus really becoming a very good mechanical Terran.
DT here, Park. Well, the only problem I see right now for Killer is he doesn't have a 4th base, and he doesn't feel like he can get one.
Yeah, and you know, I think that's quite true. He can't really take one right now. He's down in supply still. I really feel like he needs to get more units. He almost has 3-3. He has +3 attack, the +3 armor, almost done. Blink, almost done. Charge is done. So he's almost got exactly what he needs.
And remember, guys, in the last game, he basically kind of wore the Terran out. Okay, here we go. Nice. Protoss being the one to initiate.
And here we go. Those Vikings doing a lot of damage. One of the Colossi already going down, another one on the way.
Goodbye.
But he's targeting them down. He's got to be careful, though, because a lot of his units not joining the battle.
The Vikings are gone. Nice, blinking up here.
Wow, Killer is just killing Virus right now.
Oh, beautiful.
Good force fields going up. He's got to be careful because he doesn't have a lot of hit points on his army. This is not an army with anything that tanks damage. There you go. Some more Zealots do join in finally. And Killer just looks great, man.
And
he needs to take another base right this second.
Yeah, the supply is even out too, so.
Templar Archives, great timing on
Excellent.
that as he has stabilized. And there you go. 4th base instantly after killing that army. Killer is, oh my, I'm getting chills, man. He really knows what he's doing. Killer is definitely one of the top Protoss in the world right now.
He is looking so much better than we have ever seen him before.
4th base up for Virus as well. We cannot understate. There's so many Terrans, we tend to do that from time to time. Virus is playing a great game as well. His mechanics are so top-notch at the moment. He's really staying on top of expanding, on top of macroing, on top of all these things that are just so important that don't get enough credit. Now we do have plasma shields on the way for Killer. He likes every single upgrade.
Nice, double expand here for Killer. And see,
nice.
this is how you do it. He makes the pylon where it would want to land, the orbital would want to land. You know, whenever he's going for any of these units, he should just always target fire the Marines.
Yeah.
One-shot them.
Absolutely. You definitely want those Colossus.
Oh, I'm sorry. He is not double expanding. It looks like a Nexus on the mini map, but
I think he might go ahead and do it though.
Well, he has to.
I mean, it's good to have a warp and pylon right there, but making another Nexus right now would not be a terrible idea. You know, his supply, his army composition is good enough right now.
I don't think there's enough stalkers for these Vikings.
Well, there's 9 Vikings with that army right now. He is getting his +2 Viking attack. Wow, man. The level of play of TVP and PvT since last season is so much higher
Well,
now.
the Protosses are catching up now.
Yeah, and the Terrans are actually adapting as well. I mean, we didn't see too many people get +2 Viking attack before, but now we're seeing that from Jakji and from Virus, which is great. So Psystorm about to finish. The Colossus count is getting scary. He's going to have 7 rather, quite soon. He's got 4 High Templars out.
You know, Killer's doing a better job spending his money than Virus.
Yeah, he actually is right now. You're right.
And look at that, making a couple cannons there.
And, well, Virus finally going to start adding in more ghosts to his army. Definitely something that's quite important.
Nice. DT, denying these SCVs the ability to mine. More SCVs are coming up here. He's going to stop that turret from coming up. Yes, he will.
6
And
kills on
Virus
that
is not
DT
really
unit.
dealing with this. I think he thinks the planetary is going to finish, but he can actually just run away once it scans.
That's very true. He's got 11 kills on that DT, in fact. But right now, we're going to see something insane. Psystorms starting to hit that army a little bit. Some pretty good Psystorms. Now, Killer should back up through these cannons. Very well done.
Be careful.
Oh, man, he has more High Templars in the background. And a nice storm on those Vikings would be beautiful right now. Killer taking a ton of damage. One of his Colossi not even coming up into the battle right now. But it doesn't matter. He has way too much. And
oh my
it
God.
looks like, oh my God, indeed. Virus getting massacred.
Damn, man, this game is sick.
Killer.
Look at that, he just wears the Terran down.
I know, and
These Terrans are so used to just running in there and winning.
yeah, that's very true. And you know, Killer is setting up these defensive positions with cannons, and we keep seeing Terrans attack into them. He's got his High Templars spread out behind them so that they can't all be AMP'd. And then, as long as you have Colossus and Psystorm in a battle, you're going to do fine against a Terran army. And he's ensuring that right now, which is beautiful.
If he can deny this planetary, he's going to go up towards the production facilities.
Oh, no Psystorms here, really. But
oh no, terrible force field blocking up the Zealots. That's what the worst force field you could have there. Well, oh my God, is he actually just going to win this?
He's just going to kill him, man. Not much else that a Terran can do. He's sub 100 supply against the 150 Protoss.
GG.
Wow. Killer.
This is like the battering ram nerd knocking down the front door.
Dude, I am so impressed with Killer.
This guy is really scary. Remember, guys, it's very Terran dominant here in the GSL. So I know all the Terrans that are watching in Code S are like, oh, crap.
He has got PvT, big map PvT down to an art form. I have gotten chills so many times watching Killer tonight.
Yeah.
If in our next group, Huck and Puzzle can play as well as him, I will be so thrilled. But that was some of the absolute best PvT that we have seen in StarCraft 2 so far. Some of the absolute best.
I am inspired. That was actually it's so impressive.
I just loved everything about that. I will be watching those two.
By the way, feel free to
again
support Killer and the TSL team by buying shirts at thehandsomernerd.com. We do sponsor him. Damn, Killer is good. Now we're going to go into Jockji up against Supernova. This should be also an excellent match.
Yeah, this is sad. You know, a lot of the Terrans that I really like, that I see a lot of potential in and whatnot, are falling down to Code A, man. Well, I guess a lot of people are falling to Code A, so that makes sense. But Jockji and Supernova, they're definitely two of the... well, I guess Supernova isn't really new blood anymore, but I've liked his play a lot more recently.
Yeah.
He showed a lot of heart trying to go mech before. It's a much harder build to go. A lot less forgiving than Marauder-based play or Marine-based play, Bio-based play, whatever you want to call it. And Jockji, you know, I see a lot of potential in this guy as well. So one of them, unfortunately, is going to be going straight to Code A in just a moment here.
Everybody's so good now.
Yeah,
you know what I
pretty
mean?
neat. It's pretty neat.
I remember when we used to call the Code A players Schnarfs.
Yeah.
They'd be like, I don't know what I do, Schnarf. And then they'd run into siege tanks and siege mode. And I'm like, I can't lie and try to make this look good.
Yeah, it was pretty difficult, man.
But now it's like everybody's so good. Code B is scary.
Yeah, it's Code B is
If
still
we
one of
had
the
a Code
scarier
C,
places.
that'd be scary too.
Yeah, it'd be pretty
We'd
scary.
have to get down to like W or something.
Yeah, Code W.
We'd actually pass through the alphabet and the numbers, and then we get to the weird characters that you don't use. It's like the wand sign, you know? Something like that.
Ampersand.
Ampersand. Code ampersand.
Terran versus Terran.
TVT.
OMG.
All right, the map is Belshire Beach. It's the winter edition of Belshire Beach.
That's right.
It is Christmas time.
Christmas is going to come up, Cases. What do you want for Christmas from me this year?
I want world peace and actually, what do I want? Hold on, let me think about this. I'll get to you in a minute.
Okay.
Because I'm not much of a gift guy, but
No, you're not, but I want to get you a little something.
I'll get you a little something. All right, the map is Belshire Beach. The players are OGS Supernova and Jockji. So get ready for some sick TVT on a giant map here at the GSL Code S.